Welcome to the Marketing of Business. This is your host, Bonnie Squires. We're coming to you from the studios of WWDB. That's 860 on your AM dial. Our sponsor is ACT, the Advertising Communications Times. That's the monthly newspaper in the Delaware Valley that tells you everything you need to know about advertising and public relations, how to hold clients, how to attract clients. And our guests today in the studio are Margaret Berger Bradley, who's the Executive Director of the Community College of Philadelphia's brand new Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program. We'll learn more about that. And someone who's been through the program and is still in business, right? And that is Gina Mancuso, who's a physical therapist and the owner of CoreFitness for Smarter Living. Let's start with you, Margaret Berger Bradley. Goldman Sachs, they dumped a bunch of money on CCP, right?
Well, it's a little bit more than dump money on CCP. Goldman Sachs had made a commitment to support the growth and development of 10,000 small businesses nationwide and came to Philadelphia, to the Community College of Philadelphia last January, to announce that the program was coming here to the college. So we are part of a network now nationwide of community colleges offering this entrepreneurial boot camp program for small businesses poised for growth.
How many other cities have been blessed with a Goldman Sachs grant?
Philadelphia was the 9th, and now just in the past month, Goldman Sachs Foundation has announced Miami and Detroit as numbers 10 and 11.
Okay, so Philadelphia got in on the ground floor. That's wonderful. And Gina, how did you find out about this 10,000 Businesses program?
A friend of mine told me about the program. She is also considering starting a business. She realized the program was not for startups, but she thought it might be good for us. We've been in business for a few years. And I clicked online. There's a great site with all the information. And at first glance, I said, this is not for me. And I went back several times and got more and more excited by reading about the details of the program, realized it was an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
How long were you in the program?
It was a 12-week program. And we met maybe 12 times over the course of 12 weeks.
Margaret, how long is each class or workshop?
The whole program is 11 full days plus 5 clinics, as we call them. So the business owners are together for roughly 100 hours of classroom time and then put roughly 100 hours of their own time in to doing the work required to be a productive member of this and to get to the goals of the program.
All right. We'll be back in a couple of minutes and we'll learn more about this exciting new program.
The major holidays are almost upon us. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's. Are you prepared for your holiday party events and other needs? Call Whims for Rent. They are a professional event planning company and can package your entire business or personal holiday event, or simply provide specific needs. They provide entertainment such as DJs or three-piece bands, Christmas carol choirs, or even Santa Claus. Other entertainment possibilities include walk-around magicians, fortune tellers, or look-alike celebrities. They aid large corporate events, smaller business attractions, and family affairs. Just tell them your goals. For a free consultation and free ideas, contact Whims for Rent at 484-562-0067. Again, that's 484-562-0067. They are located at 29 Bala Ave in Bala Cynwyd, Pennsylvania, or visit them on the web at www.phillybizmedia.com.
The internet today is a must for businesses and organizations to represent themselves. A must. For the generations of business owners who did not have the advantage of an internet education beginning in grade school, there is basic help. Call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060. Our organization of marketing personnel, traditional and IT, will set up basic internet advertising aids for your business or organization at a modest fee. Basics. No big deals, no big cost, just basics. Plus a free get-to-know-your-goals meeting. Call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060. That's 484-562-0060. Be with it, or else you will be out of it. Again, call American Advertising Services at 484-562-0060.
Need a speaker for your business meeting, organization, social group? Need a speaker who is entertaining, informative, or both? Need a speaker who is an authority on a subject close to your interests? We provide them. We are this region's Speakers Bureau. Call us at 484-562-0067. 484-562-0067.
St. Joseph's University is committed to developing everyday champions to help ensure student-athletes prepare for personal and professional challenges they will face throughout their lives. They want great athletes, but more than that, they want great people, young men and women, to excel as students, teammates, leaders on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Your passion and support of St. Joseph's student-athletes make the difference. By making a gift to the Hawk Athletic Fund this year, you help in developing everyday champions. For more information or to make a gift, visit SJUHawks.com/champions.
We're back at the marketing Squires, Region's newspaper that tells you everything you need to know about advertising and communications. And we're coming to you from the newly renovated studios in Bala Cynwyd of WWDB AM, that's 860 on your AM dial. And our guests today are Margaret Berger Bradley, the Executive Director of Community College of Philadelphia's brand new Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program, and one of her successful graduates, quotation marks on around graduates, Gina Mancuso, who is a physical therapist and owns CoreFitness, which is for smarter living. And if you have seen groups of people exercising before the snow came at 6 a.m. in the morning on the Art Museum steps, they're Gina Mancuso's CoreFitness people. And she just started an indoor program that goes for 12 days. And where's the indoor? Gina?
That group meets at the Performance Garage at 1515 Brandywine Street. So wonderful indoor space, and they've kindly hosting us for this program.
Okay. Isn't that a dance facility?
Yes. It's a dance facility, and they have a practice room where we hold our classes.
Terrific. Now, if you want to find out about the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses, Margaret Berger Bradley, the Executive Director, will tell you the website and the phone number.
Great. Certainly, please be in touch with us directly at 267-299-5900.
That's 267-299-5900.
And on our website, ccp.edu, Community College of Philadelphia, /10KSB. SB as in small business.
How small is a business allowed to be before they can apply to enter your program?
Good question. There are a lot of resources out there for startup businesses, and our program really is for businesses that are now poised for growth and have enough under their belt. That means they've been in business for at least a couple of years. They have at least 4 employees. It is the owner who's eligible to be a participant, and we say at least $150,000 in revenue, but I can share that the average business was closer to $1 million in revenue.
That's
so these
impressive.
are businesses.
And Gina, what were you looking for when you entered the program? Because if you've been in business for, 5 or 6 years, you're doing everything right, correct?
We did feel like we were doing a lot of things right, but what I was looking for was somebody to show me how to stop spinning my wheels. I love what I do, but I wasn't enjoying the pace at which I was doing it, and I knew there had to be a better way. And once I read through the materials for the program, I realized that they could really show me how to define what the next level was for my business and then show me how I could take it there.
How many people do you have who work for you?
There are currently 8 people. There's 2 other business owners and 5 other trainers.
And do you do physical rehab also?
Yes, in addition
to pain management?
Yes.
Which I'm very interested in these days.
In addition to the group fitness classes, we also do personal training, physical therapy, and corporate wellness. And because we're a mobile fitness company, we go to people in their homes and their neighborhoods and their workplaces to deliver our services.
How many people can you handle in a week, say?
Well, if you're talking about a group exercise program, our outdoor classes can handle really an unlimited number of people because we're not limited by space. our trainers, when they work one-on-one with clients, can see people an hour at a time. So we can fit anywhere from 5 to 8 clients in a day, including travel time as we go to people's homes and work sites.
And how arduous was the application and the forms you had to fill out in order to get accepted into the program at CCP?
They were very arduous, but they were really important. And that was really the first step for me in looking at what I needed to know about my business. Some of the things and the information that I had to fill out for the application were numbers and metrics that I hadn't looked at for myself ever. And that was really my first big eye-opening experience as a participant in the program.
Now, Margaret, you said that you have a very diverse population that you take in your classes of up to 40 business owners.
The program can accommodate up to 40 business owners at a time, and part of what was really special about each of these first 2 groups that we've had is the variety that we have, and variety in every way. These are businesses from Delaware, New Jersey, Philadelphia, other parts of Pennsylvania, coming from Lancaster County to central Jersey. These are businesses owners that have been in business from 2 years to, in one case, I think 86 years, a family business. Every sector imaginable, from pest control to technology and design, and every sort of academic and educational background. We had people with MBAs. We had people without any advanced education. We have an MD. We had associate's degree candidates who haven't yet finished that program. And it's really contingent on people being good at and ready to engage in a peer learning environment.
What would you say would be the ratio of women owners that you've had in the past 2 cohorts?
We have just shy of 40% women in this total in the past 2 cohorts. And we should certainly be able to keep it at least at that level, because that is one of the areas I think that we can be strong in, attracting women and attracting minorities.
You're doing much better than the Forbes 50 or the Forbes 100. All the discussions on the morning talk shows this week have been about the fact that a woman will be the first woman to take over for General Motors. So when you walked in the door with Gina, I said, oh, well, the Catalyst, which is the nonprofit organization in New York that issues the reports every year and tells you how little progress has been made in the past 50 years to get more women on corporate boards, to get more women CEOs. And the interesting thing that they pointed out is, since most corporate boards are made up of men, and they look for CEOs of other companies to attract on their boards or to hire, and there are only like 14% of women that are the heads of companies. Mm-hmm. So no wonder it went from like 14.3 to 14.9%, are now women at the head of these big corporations. So you're doing better than a lot of the Forbes companies are doing.
What's different here is these are women who have created their own opportunities. They've created opportunities and have grown them and are self-aware enough to realize they want more from it. Gina should share with you, though, how these women have now come together to try and work still themselves at making sure they keep making their businesses stronger.
One of the best things about the program was really the peer learning and the peer support. And all of us felt that we were really going to miss that aspect of the program. And so the women in the program came together and decided that we were going to continue on as a group and act as our own advisory board. So we meet once a month. And
lunch, dinner, breakfast, what?
It's currently breakfast, but we're open to changing that.
Do they have to exercise before you let them eat?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
But it's really a special group of people because we all feel that we know where we've been, we know where we've come from, and we're very open in sharing what our issues are. And there's a certain amount of respect and trust in the group, too, and it's really wonderful.
What kinds of businesses are the other women owners in?
Oh, let's see, Margaret, maybe you can help me out with this if I stumble. There's an interior designer and decorator. There's a coffee house owner, Mugshots Coffee House.
There's a tech company.
And
an event management company and a commercial cleaning company. I mean, the variety, with the women and the men, the variety was really all across the board. There's a fish smoker. So we have food production, we have
never heard
services.
Of smoking fish.
Not smoking fish like smoking cigars, but smoking fish like smoked fish and smoked meats.
Okay. All right. We're going to come back and talk more about the Community College of Philadelphia's new Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program, which sounds like it's doing a fabulous service to the community. But we're going to take these messages first.
All American Sports Collectibles is the only place you need to know for all your autographed sports memorabilia. Jerseys, bats, helmets, and more signed by legends of the past and today's greats. All autographed items come with a certificate of authenticity plus an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. And all vintage items have been scientifically authenticated and come with 2 forensic certificates. Call us at 877-827-7822. That's 877-827-7822. Visit us online to see our extensive inventory of autographed sports memorabilia. That's aasportscollectibles.com. That's aasportscollectibles.com.
We're a Philadelphia advertising agency, American Advertising Services, and our job is to create solutions for your business problems. Do you want more customers, more sales for your products or business services? American Advertising has helped many, many area companies, large ones, small ones, family-owned firms just like yours. If you are in business and serious, make American Advertising your advertising agency. Per job assignments welcomed. American Advertising Services. We are serious about helping your business.
American Advertising Services is located at 29 Bala Avenue, Bala Cynwyd, PA 19004. 29 Bala Avenue, Bala Cynwyd, PA 19004. You can call them at 484-562-0060, 484-562-0060, 484-562-0060.
Would you or a relative like to own your own business? Are you a friend of a business associate wanting to break away or have been terminated from their current job? Do you know a retired military or other early retiree looking to be their own boss by acquiring their own business? Do you know someone desiring to sell their business? Sunbelt is your area business broker. Sunbelt sells more businesses than anyone else. That's Sunbelt. Sunbelt Businesses Brokers. Contact Stephen Rosson. He's the president of the area's Sunbelt office. Call him personally at 610-941-2177. That's 610-941-2177. Sunbelt sells more businesses than anyone else. 610-941-2177.
We're back with the Marketing of Business. This is your host, Bonnie Squires, and we've got 2 very interesting, powerful women in our studio today. We've got Margaret Berger Bradley, who's the Executive Director of the Community College of Philadelphia's Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program, and one of her graduates, Gina Mancuso, who's the owner. She's also a physical therapist, and her company is called CoreFitness. And Gina, how do people get in touch with you if they want to do either have a private therapist come to their house to work with them, or if they want to join one of your group exercise classes? What do they do?
Sure. People can reach me directly at 215-421-7856.
That's 215-421-7856 to get through to CoreFitness.
You can also find us at our website at core-fit.com. It's a very interactive website, and lots of your questions can be answered there. Core-fit.com.
What does CoreFitness actually, is there a meaning to CoreFitness?
That's a good question. And when I was coming up with a name for the business, really the foundation of your strength and your health comes from your core. And so, and that's true for your body and for your business also, really. So there's a nice play there that when your core is strong, everything else is much easier. And so that's where the name came from.
And where did you get your training? Where did you go to school or college or?
I went to graduate school for physical therapy at Hahnemann, when it was Hahnemann, here in Philadelphia. And my first job was at a rehab hospital in the area where I worked for 17 years as a physical therapist. And during that time was a wonderful job. I loved it, but I also realized that I wanted to have a positive effect on people's health, kind of on the preventative side of things, and that's how CoreFitness came about.
Very interesting. How did you get started? Did you max out all your credit cards? Did your parents, or I don't know if you're married or not, but did your husband, say, okay, I'll back you?
Well, I really had a similar experience that Margaret had. When I was working at the hospital, I was able to go from a full-time job to 4 days a week, eventually to 3 days a week, and to 2 days a week. So while I was working part-time at the hospital, I was slowly growing CoreFitness, really just self-funded. And I worked hard. I was up at 4:30, 5 a.m. so I could see clients early in the morning. And then,
how did you attract clients? A brand new business. Did you advertise?
Initially, no. It was word of mouth for the first year or two. And then after that, there was a website. And I stumbled through because I knew how to do the fitness and the physical therapy side, but I didn't know how to do the advertising side. So I tried things. And that's really why how I came to Goldman Sachs is that my experience in business was try it and see if it works, and if it doesn't, try something else. And now I feel I have a systematic way of analyzing an opportunity, which has been really terrific.
Margaret, could you describe what goes on in the coursework, the 100 hours of coursework?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. The program is really a very deliberate buildup of the various components one needs to tackle for any growth plan. So we focus on what an opportunity is as opposed to an idea. We all have more ideas than we have opportunities. We focus a lot on money and metrics and dig into financial statements because that is an area many people end up having much more weakness. We spend a day on leadership, a day on HR, a day on operations, marketing and sales. We focus on being bankable. And how do you pitch? In all of this, there's a focus on how to be an efficient and effective and compelling pitch and promoter of your business.
Do you teach all the classes, or do you bring in some of your resources at community college?
We have expert faculty who've been trained by Babson College. Babson College is the nation's #1 entrepreneurial education program based outside of Boston. And they have trained all of the faculty we use for these modules. And we have faculty who have expertise in the area. So we bring in someone who's expert on marketing and sales to teach the marketing sales day. And we bring in somebody who's expert on HR, for example.
Human resources.
I'll
translate for
HR
people
day.
who don't use the initials all the time. Now, where were you trained? Where did you go to school?
My graduate degree is from Yale School of Management. It's a master's in public and private management, but a real focus even then on finding the connections between, like this program, the connections between the private sector successes, each of these businesses, and the public success, the success to our region if we are stronger economically.
Where did you do your undergraduate work?
The University of Virginia is where I went for my undergraduate.
You went from Virginia to Yale. That's really weird. You went from a big public university down south to Yale, which is a very prestigious private university. And are you a Philadelphia native?
I grew up in Cleveland, so I went Cleveland to Virginia to Yale. I saved my money as an undergrad and spent it as a graduate student.
How did you get attracted to Philadelphia?
Oh, that's where the answers have to get much more simple. You find the wrong or right boyfriend and marry him, and here you are in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
But Philadelphia.
Did you meet him at Virginia or Yale?
I met him on my way.
Okay.
I met him on my way to Yale. But Philadelphia is a kind of city and a kind of region that really attracts me because we have to figure out what we do with the resources we have. The people, the small businesses, and the ingenuity and how we bring together. This program here is a partnership with the City of Philadelphia, with Hispanic Chamber and the Chamber of Commerce and the Urban League and the Philadelphia Industrial Development Corporation and Community First Fund. We're bringing together so many different resources for small businesses in this region.
Mayor Nutter must love this program because it was just an article in the paper this week that talked about the brain drain that with 90 colleges in our city and in the region, something like only 33% of the citizenry get their degree, and most of the college graduates don't stay in Philadelphia these days, which really surprised me to see the statistics. So they're trying to figure out ways to get them to commit to Philadelphia in particular and the region. So Nutter must be thrilled that you're doing this, and City Council too.
Yeah, Mayor Nutter is a big fan. He was our speaker at graduation and is speaking at our next graduation, January 11th. We're busy recruiting for the next cohort. Our next deadline is February 10th, and we hope Mayor Nutter will be the speaker for that graduation as well. It is very satisfying for him to see businesses that are trying to make things happen in this region.
Do you want to give us the contact information again? What's the phone number people can call?
We'd love to. Please call us at 267-299-5900.
That's 267-299-5900. And the web address
And there's a lot of information, including videos and the full schedule at ccp.edu/10KSB. ccp.edu/10KSB for small business. And how do we get in touch with CoreFitness again, Gina Mancuso?
Thank you. You can reach me directly at 215-421-7856.
That's 215-421-7856.
And our website is core-fit.com.
www.core-fit.com.
You can also find us on Facebook. We have a really interactive and fun Facebook page where our clients come on and share their experiences also. Facebook/CoreFitness.
Do they put their photos on Facebook?
They do. People love to do that. Photos and video clips. And
did you see on television this morning, they showed several dignitaries who were seated next to Obama holding up their cell phone and taking a selfie to put on their Facebook pages. And Michelle Obama did not participate. No, she was concentrating on something else. You know, I don't think it was fair for the commentator to say she didn't look pleased. She just probably wasn't even aware that this woman prime minister and the prime minister of England, you know, that were sitting next to him, and all three had big grins while the woman is holding her cell phone in front of them for a selfie. I love it. But I would never be seen in a tracksuit on my Facebook page. I'm always having a nice outfit on when I post photos.
Well, fitness comes in all different forms, and that's really what we encourage at Core Fitness, that it's for all fitness levels in all different ways.
Okay. And Margaret, you have three of these cohorts a year, and where do you think you're going to be with the Goldman Sachs, 10,000 businesses in a couple of years?
Well, we have the opportunity to work then with over 100 businesses each year. So our goal will be that over these 5 years, we could work with 500 businesses in this region. So you have 500 examples like Gina of businesses that have more of the guts and more of what they need to take their businesses to the next place.
Okay. Thank you so much. This has been a pleasure, and we'll see everybody next week.